and Little Oars Jr. Little Oars Jr. is a ancient giant, but he's like a baby kind of. That's why they call him Little Oars Jr. Because he's not a full-grown, ancient giant. See, Oars, the guy that they Straw Hats fought on Thriller Bark, that was a full-grown one. But that's why he's a Little Oars. And he was great friends with Ace, and he was like, I'll do anything in my power to save Ace. I will keep walking even though that Dothamio cut my leg off, and Moria shot me in the chest with a black arrow, and Kuma hit me and with the Ursa shock, and it hit my whole body. He still like slammed the ship into the plaza to where they could get to the platform and get Ace. He died a hero kind of for his crew. And they're like, we're here to save Ace. He's like, I'm a part of this crew too. I'll make sure my crew can get through at least before I die. And then he died, and the Marines were like kind of fucked, because they're like, the pirates have made it to where we didn't want them to be. He sacrificed what needed to progress, and grab Ace, at least save him before, and then Ace made his decision, because Ace is Ace. But strength for Oars is at 83%, with a speed of 72%. Durability is at 80%. 86% for his endurance, and then intelligence is 79%. 83% for experience. Close skills are 80%. Range skills are 75%. And then recoups 71%, with the hacks at 81%. 79 for the overall power score. I know. Maybe I should have had him higher, but then I'm like, he did die and other things, and he is a ancient giant. That's what his race is. He was bigger than all the giants that were in the Marines. They were having, everybody was having problems with him because of his size, and then the warlords came and they did what they did. Each one of them, Kuma doing it because, he's programmed to Doflamingo just because he wanted to fuck shit up. And then Gecko Moria wanted to use his corpse for, to have him parade around as a zombie and shit. Oars Jr. was, trying to save Ace too, just like his, rest of his crewmates. But he died in the process. He was one of the ones who died at Marineford. They should have had him at the grave site with, Ace and Whitebeard, because he did help the crew out. With their mission, he tried to anyway. And that's Oars Jr. But be cool, Encore.